So we're getting into the end of the semester, and if everybody else is feeling how I am, it's a little bit frazzling, but let's push it until the end. So the top 3 pros to using EFT. For me, I like that it's brief, only lasting 8 to 20 sessions. I love the fact that it's attachment-based model. That is a big deal for me because I've always been keen on attachment styles and how that affects relationships. So I enjoy that aspect of emotionally focused. It looks at the underlying secondary emotions that drive arguments, and that's pretty good stuff because we have fear, we have shame, we have all these underlying emotions that fuel people when they're arguing, and a lot of people are unaware of those emotions. So in accessing them, we can help the couple better understand each other and change the negative patterns. I like that the dysfunction of emotionally focused therapy stems from the client's inability to manage emotions and use them well in relationships. And it's pretty easy to teach, so that's probably more than 3, but that's really what I like about emotionally focused. So the cons, it does not look extensively into historical background of the couples. I feel that people's background is an important aspect of attachment style, and therefore is important to look at in dealing with couples. So another negative is that there is problems trusting the therapist enough to be emotional in sessions, especially for male partners. And that can bring about feelings of uncomfortableness and embarrassment for some partners. Another con is that you cannot have success using EFT if one partner is not emotionally responsive. So the therapy relies on both partners being able to access their emotions appropriately and being open to discovering the underlying secondary emotions that that they feel. So as described for dummies, what common patterns in conflict? I have seen attack. I've seen attack withdraw a lot. And an emotionally focused therapist would address them by, again, looking at the underlying cause behind why that person attack withdrawal, what they're feeling when they attack, bringing words to the actions that were never considered before, I guess. And then changing that pattern to, instead of being attacking, to stating those emotions so that the other person in the relationship can understand where that person's coming from and be more responsive instead of withdrawing, or having a withdrawer understanding that the reason they're withdrawing is because of the hurt or the shame or something like that that's associated with them shutting down, and therefore saying, what you're saying is hurting me, or what you're saying is making me feel this way, then that can help the other one to stop attacking or to consider the other person's point of view. So it's some really good stuff. I like emotionally focused therapy. There are some tools that I would use in my own approach, but again, I believe more in the historical attributes of couples and use that as the patterns of interaction. So in the video, there's patterns of interaction that do focus on historical aspects, and historical aspects are used in emotionally focused therapy, but I just think that you have to go back a little bit more and spend more time, which would take more sessions. So, because I love my genograms, but hope everybody has a good evening, and see you next week.